National parks are known for their beauty, where people come to hike, camp, and enjoy nature. But sometimes, these places hide dark secrets. Over the years, people have gone missing while exploring the trails. One night, a group of friends decided to camp deep in the woods of a national park. They set up their tents, built a campfire, and told stories under the stars. They felt safe and relaxed as the fire crackled and the night surrounded them. But when morning came, the campsite was empty. The tents were open, the campfire was cold, and all their gear was left untouched. There were no footprints or signs of struggle. It was as if they had just vanished into thin air. The park's most experienced ranger had seen this kind of thing before. He always warned visitors to stay on the marked trails and not to wander too far into the deep woods. He had seen strange things over the years, shadows moving where they shouldn't, and the forest growing quiet, like it was holding its breath. He believed that something in the forest was watching, but many people didn't take his warnings seriously. The disappearances continued, adding to the mystery of the park. One day, a hiker, curious and adventurous, decided to leave the main trail. They had heard of a hidden waterfall and wanted to find it. They walked for hours, but soon realized they were lost. The woods became darker, and the air felt colder. The sound of rustling leaves and distant bird calls felt louder and closer. The hiker began to feel as if something was following them. They picked up their pace, looking back over their shoulder, but the feeling of being watched never went away. Some people who have survived similar experiences tell chilling stories. They speak of an invisible force in the woods. They feel cold air and see shadows moving just beyond their vision. Others hear whispers in the wind, calling their names, urging them to leave the trail. The forest feels alive, like it's testing them, and some say it feeds on fear. Those who manage to escape always speak of a presence, something that lingers in the darkness. One of those lost was a solo hiker named Emily. She had set off early one morning to catch the sunrise from a mountain peak. She planned to enjoy the view and return later that day. But Emily never came back. Her last message said she felt like something was following her, but she tried to ignore it. When search teams went looking for her, they found her backpack near the edge of a cliff. There were no other signs of her. The forest was silent, and those searching felt the same cold, watchful presence. The locals believed that the forest had taken her. The same ranger who had warned visitors decided to patrol the park one last time. Determined to find out what was haunting the woods, he walked deeper into the forest as night fell. His flashlight flickered as he made his way through the dense trees. The air grew cold, and the forest went silent, as if something was waiting. Shadows moved around him, and his radio crackled with static before going completely quiet. Whispers filled the air, and the darkness closed in. The ranger vanished, like so many others before him. The park remains open, still beautiful during the day. Visitors come, unaware of the dangers that lurk in the shadows. The ranger's disappearance is just another mystery added to the list. But the locals know the truth. Something watches from the trees, waiting for its next victim. The forest may look peaceful, but it hides a terrible secret. Those who go too deep might never come back.